Hello everybody and welcome to my first episode on my first ever Pokemon Nuzlocke. If you don't know what a Pokemon Nuzlocke is, it's a set of rules that makes a Pokemon game harder. First rule is, if a Pokemon faints, it is dead forever. You can only catch the first Pokemon per route. You have to nickname every Pokemon you catch. And for me, I cannot use items in battle. And I have to play on set mode. I am playing a Pokemon Sword, and for the rules on that is 1 wild area encounter per gym, as well as the potential of DLC catches as well per gym. I just have to pick and choose what I want. I have never done a Nuzlocke before. I have played through this game twice. Once all the way and did all the DLC, full Pokedex, everything, and then once just a little fun run, a monotype only. This will be my first adventure as a trainer in the Galar region doing a Nuzlocke. So join me as I take on the Galar region as a Pokemon trainer in Pokemon Sword. We start off our humble adventure here at our quaint little abode in our cute little outfit. No, actually, we need to get some drip. It looks horrible. Our rival and best friend Hop come in with his Wooloo. I'm assuming hasn't cleaned up his hooves and getting mud all over our floor. And we talk to him. Hop's an impatient little brat, so we run over to our room as fast as we can and grab our dad's backpack. Which, by the way, is our dad dead? Or is he just gone? I don't know. I guess we'll never figure that out. We play with our hair a little bit because we think we look absolutely goated, but honestly, we look like a middle-aged kid who's dressed by his mom. We step outside just to see Budew. Freaking Budew. I actually don't like Budew as a Pokemon. Fun fact. But there's our trainer, rival, Hop. He is super annoying, as you will find out throughout this adventure. We turn our attention to a Wooloo doing its best impersonation of Camp Scatterboo, bashing its head into a fence. Great job, it looks just like him. After talking to his mom and getting flexed on by Hop saying, "Oh, you don't have a Pokemon, but I have a Wooloo. We'll just stay clear of the grass because you're a lame-o." We make our way down to the station to see Leon. There's Leon, flexing on everybody, showing off that he's the champion. And I honestly have no idea what the heck this old man is doing in the background. Eventually, we finally get the choice to pick our starter. And I'm going to give it a book. I think these starters are really good. I think they're actually pretty underrated, except Inteleon. I hate Inteleon, to be quite fair. So we have the choice between Scorbunny, Grookey, and Sobble, who turn into Cinderace, Rillaboom, and Inteleon, respectively. I go with Scorbunny, as it's my favorite starter, and our rival Hop picks Grookey, which makes perfect sense, go with the type disadvantage. I name him Scorch after the clone commando Scorch. After messing around for quite a while, Hop and I decide to have a battle. Well, this may seem unfair because Hop has 2 Pokemon and I only had the 1. Like I said, he went with Grookey, has a type disadvantage. And also, Hop just doesn't know how to play Pokemon. He just really sucks at it. But he talks the entire battle. He doesn't shut up. After a couple of tackles, we take down his Wooloo pretty easily and we level up, gaining the move Ember, which is super effective against Hop's Grookey. You can see where this is going. After Hop is surprised we somehow know type advantages and he goes on this whole spiel, a second Ember is enough to take out his Grookey and we win the battle pretty freaking easy. The running back impersonator Wooloo crashes through the fence and we go check it out. It's a great idea. Go to the forbidden forest that everybody's told you not to go to. Which, by the way, why is our house built right next to the forest? There's no safety there? Hello? What are we doing? So, of course, being super smart, Hop and I decide to go into the forest all willy-nilly after having a Pokemon for less than 30 minutes. And after wiping out the population of Squovits and Rookies in this forest, we encounter the legendary Pokemon Zacian. After none of our moves work on it, we get shot out by a foggy cloud or whatever, and Leon finds us on the ground. After telling our mom we're leaving, we finally get our first encounter on Route 1. We find a Grubbin, which isn't ideal, but it's not a bad catch, and I name it Tup after the clone trooper. Continuing onward, we meet with Leon outside of Sonia's lab, and we talk to Sonia about going to meet her grandmother, Mongolia. This is where we get our second encounter, which is probably one of the best Pokemon we could have got in Rookity. I catch it and name it Gree. Rookity is very good because it gives coverage against the grass-type gym, as well as it is just a solid all-around Pokemon that is really good in the later game too. We make our way down this route and fight the trainers along the way. After an easy win against youngster Jake and his Squovit, which was no match for Scorch, we take on the next trainer. Last Lauren and her Choodle were not difficult, but I just wanted to make sure. So I switched out of Scorbunny into Rookity just to make sure there was no water type move on this Choodle, and there was not. So it was an easy win and a quick pickup for some XP. The next trainer, youngster Benjamin, was quite easy, having a Blipbug, which is super weak to our Scorbunny, who just killed it with one Ember, and then having a Nickit, which could have posed some issue, but it really wasn't a problem for me. I just stayed in and took it out. We talked to Sonia's grandma for a while, and eventually go out and fight for our envelope and our endorsement letter for the gym challenge. Hop comes out with his Wooloo, and he only has one other Pokemon, so it is easy pickings. It's just like last time, we just sweep the floor. After the fight, we find meteors that hit the ground, and they turn out to be wishing stars, so Hop and I both grab one. After acquiring our Dynamax bands and getting the Team Swift, it is off to the wild area for us where we can get our next encounter. And I'm just going to go for the first one I see. Sonia stops us to talk to us, but Hop is in a rush, so he just runs away. But Sonia gives us a really nice tool in the Pokemon Box link where we don't have to be in a Pokemon Center to activate our box or a PC. It's time for our next encounter, and I run straight in, and what do I get? A Vanillite. Not ideal, but it is okay. So I catch it and I name it Vaughn, after the Commander Vaughn from the Clone Wars. After that, I take on 2 raid dens just to get some XP candies and whatnot. I take on a Bounsweet, which I clean up pretty easily with a Dynamax, Scorbunny, Max Flare, and then we take on a Purloin after that, who pretty much isn't an issue either. Finally, after all of that, we arrive to Motostoke, and that's where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hit like and subscribe if you did, and give me tips on how I can be better at this Nuzlocke.